a Wednesday morning. My name is Benedict Toos. Welcome to the sports segment here on the AM Show. Well, today we'll look at how Swansea City qualified to the next stage of the English FA Cup. Jordan Ayew, informed Jordan Ayew helping the side as they won their game 2-0. Tottenham Hotspur later tonight up against Rochdale is a replay game in the FA Cup. Also here on the local scene, we'll look at other stories as we build up to the start of this season's Ghana Premier League, which is expected to start this coming weekend. But first, we have to look at the Sports Ministry and Kwesi Appiah, and finally they handed over a 3-bedroom apartment to the Black Stars coach, and the move by the ministry is to save government several thousands of dollars dashed out yearly in accommodation for the Black Stars coach. Here is Sports Minister Honorable Isaac Isiama.
So as a government, we have decided to save more money to protect the national purse, that the taxpayer will be okay. So in view of our limited resources for sports development, we initiated ourselves to secure a decent residence that befits the status of a national coach. With the collaboration of the Ministry of Works and Housing to secure this very decent official accommodation for the national team. And as you are aware, and as you have seen, this obviously befits the status of a national team coach. It has a space, it has everything, it's well located in a secured environment. We believe that as a ministry, whatever we do, we need to take care of other national sporting disciplines, not only football. So with these savings, we can then address some of the challenges that confront other sporting disciplines. And we believe that the coach will have the peace, the comfort, and the freedom that is required of a national coach to be able to discharge his duties well to serve the nation. This is not for any personality, no. It's for the present and the future. We have a present coach here, can also serve the interests of the future. So we are saying that never again should we spend so much on hotel accommodation. So that with this one, though a very comfortable place, we can also, of course, make some savings for the country. So that is why we are here. So, Mr. Coach, this obviously befits the status of a national coach. It's a 3-bedroom apartment with some quarters for his visitors and other people.
So that was Sports Minister Isaac Isiama speaking there. Now, the apartment is located around the airport residential area and is expected to, house coaches of the Black Stars. And Kwesi Appiah is the first beneficiary. Well, he spoke and applauded the ministry's vision to secure accommodation for him.
This opportunity to thank the minister, for his vision, because I believe that, for a nation to be paying for the coaches, to stay in a hotel, it's not worth it. I'm really pleased, and I hope that in future, we'll have all national teams coaches, not only me, but all national team coaches should have accommodation, permanent accommodation for the current and then the future ones. And I believe that this wouldn't have been possible if the nation's our president had not stepped in. He personally insisted that they try to get in with the influence of the minister and through the housing minister, this that we see this beautiful house. So I'd like to thank each and everyone for coming, and I believe that the media being here is good in one way, but on the other side of it, don't show it to people to come and line up here. All right, thank you very much.
So that was Black Stars coach Kwesi Appiah, and some have criticized the move by the sports ministry to take the man to the house. Some were of the view that it should have been done at the ministry. So at least they hand over keys to Kwesi Appiah, but to take the man to the house with the media. But the ministry thought it wise to do that. So that's the house for Kwesi Appiah. It's a 3-bedroom house located at the airport residential area. So it's not a house for Kwesi Appiah, but it's a house for Black Stars coaches. So Kwesi Appiah is a coach. If Kwesi Appiah is leaving and we're going to have a new coach, who also will move to that apartment. So that's it for you there. Now we have to do some more here on the local scene, and I made mention of the Ghana Premier League starting this weekend. Now Accra Great Olympics are doing everything possible to stop that from happening. Now remember very well, they served the GFA an injunction 2 weeks ago to force the FA to cancel the launch of the Premier League and also the Congress, which was supposed to be held at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. Well, they went to court just last week, and the court asked them to go to the Football Association and settle the issue. In other words, thrown out the case of Accra Great Olympics. But Olympics insist that they have a case and will not give up. Yesterday, we understand that they have secured a new court injunction and have served the Ghana Football Association. Sinto Say is PR of Accra Great Olympics, and we had the privilege of hosting him here yesterday.
Yes, I can confirm, tell you that we were able to. I mean, I was in the team of a few supporters who heard that the bailiff was going to the FA, and we witnessed even some nasty situation that even occurred when he was about giving out the letter, the writ to the FA. But fortunately, one of the staff members, the person of Joel, did receive what they call it, the writ, the summons. Yeah. Some people that we went with to the FA are mainly our representatives who know that gentleman very well. But it doesn't really matter. It could have been given to a watchman. Once you're part and parcel of the FA and one or two people know you, it's been served. I believe when the program was going on earlier on the Asempa, the communication head of the FA came on and he was asked. He didn't want to actually go into that, but I can tell you confidently that it has been served.
Well, as far as we are concerned, the Premier League is starting this weekend, but we'll see how that will go. The Football Association have confirmed receipt of that, and we spoke to some officials of the FA yesterday, so we'll see how they will deal with that situation. But you know, we are preparing for the Commonwealth Games, which will be staged in Gold Coast, Australia. Well, other teams are preparing, same as Ghana. The Black Bombers team were in Winneba to prepare. Other players that Ghana will take to the competition are also preparing. Well, the hockey team are preparing as well, and their president, Richard Apokavi, has urged them to build on their experience going into the games in Australia.
Preparation-wise, we are doing our very best. We'll have a few trial matches when we get to Australia as well, so we're hopeful that they'll be prepared before the tournament starts.
First time in Commonwealth, is the team under any pressure?
Definitely they are under pressure. They are young girls, you know. This is the first time they are going to a Commonwealth Games like that. Luckily, they've been to World League Round 2, so they've met some of the countries like Scotland, so they are used to that level. But this will be a higher level than they are used to. So there's some pressure on them as usual, but we're trying to calm them down. We are not setting any targets for them because if you look at the tournament, the ranking system in the tournament, we are the lowest ranked team in the tournament. So already they're under pressure because they realize that the other countries who are number 2, number 3, number 4 in the world, like Australia, like New Zealand. So if you go and add, you are going to put a lot of pressure on them. It's their first time out. We're trying to get them to go learn from the tournament and enjoy the tournament. It doesn't mean that we are not going to try and do the best we can, but we don't want to give them a target of being at a certain level because there's already enough pressure on them because of they are young, very, very young girls.